Can the Canon 550d perform well in high ISO for photographs? That's the topic I'm covering today. So I've had the Canon 550d for a while. You may have seen some of my videos about this camera and how I like it and why I use it. Currently, I'm using it as a webcam for this live stream slash video recording OBS. So what should you do if you're thinking about buying this camera or have this camera and thinking, will it perform well in high ISOs? I'll put a few links up to videos to show you that, but in this one, I'm covering that with examples. So I'm basically going to show you photos I've taken with this camera in the past with high ISOs. So if I take you over to my screen here, and not Google, let's bring up Lightroom. I basically filtered out photographs from a particular archive that I can show you. There's other photographs which are, well, they're used for magazines, etc. So I can't really show you them. Okay, so the Canon 550d I've selected here. Any lens, I don't really mind. Any focal length, but I've filtered it by ISO speed. So with that camera, I don't actively shoot with it anymore. I use the 5D Mark II quite a lot, but this camera is more for these types of videos where I'm kind of giving you information. But here you can see I've shot some at ISO 100, so 100 photographs, and they go up the range basically. But if I show you what you're interested in, I've got 15 photos there shot at 6400 ISO. If I these are probably, yeah, most likely these are going to be photographs shot during the setup. So normally before the stage is set up, you get a few shots to test out how the lighting is going to look. So if I bring up the histogram here, you'll see that's 6400, 200 millimeter at 3.2 and 4000 of a second. So the question is, this is only a 1080p video recording at the moment, so you might not see all the quality here. But here you can see it's not great, is it? That's 1 for 1. Now, the problem here is going to be, what do you need the photograph for? That's a big question you want to ask yourself. Because if you're just shooting photographs for your personal use, that's fine. Come on, let's be honest. It's better than a mobile phone. If you're using it commercially, that's where you're going to have problems, because if that's being printed, it's not going to look great. That's one example of a photo. Let's have a look at another one. Let's check this one. That's got very harsh shadows. And these are all in the pre-setup, so it's not of the actual fashion catwalk. So here you can see, look at that noise. But this is 6400, remember, so I'm going at the extreme. I've got a few others. I've got some of celebs in the crowds. So there you can see that photo. Let me get it zoomed out. Okay, so that's how it looks. If you zoom in, that's how it looks. You can see all this grain. It is an older camera, but let's be more realistic. Let's whack it down to 1600. How does it perform at 1600? Okay, so that's a back of a head. I don't think I've hit the focus there. Where am I focusing on that? What? That is totally out of focus. Again, that was during the setting up of the stage. We got another one. Let's have a look at. Okay, let's have a look at Nihal. Okay, there. The colors are off and everything. This is raw photos as shot, so no editing has been done to them. But I want to be able to give you a true reflection of what you can expect from the camera. There. Not quite. What lens was this on? I think it was a 70-200 at 125mm 2.8. Yeah, okay. So if you're looking at this, okay, there we go. So this was mainly for the outfit. So that is reasonable, 1600. But anything above that, depending on your purpose, that's what you can expect. But I'm just giving you an idea of photos. Let me see if I can give you something more. Where is the majority? I think ISO 800 is a sweet spot, because if you see, I got 2630 photos just for this one. Let's okay, that's highlighted, so that must be a good one. Okay, so ISO 800, reasonable. So you can see you can perform in low light situations, and it depends how far you're willing to push your camera. And if you're willing to go into high ISOs to get that shot, then it's fine. But then keep in mind, what are you using the photograph for? Let's have a look at this one. That's ISO 800. So this gives you a good idea of what you can expect from a camera which is nearly 10 years old and what type of quality you get. If you think about it, the lens was a good lens. It's a 70 to 200 lens. So in terms of getting the best from the lens, you will be. It's down to how the camera's processing the image that's loading there, so it's a bit blurry. But yes, that gives you an overview and some example photos of the Canon 550d and what you can expect to receive from 800, 1600 and 3200. You know what, just for the laugh, let's go to 100 just so you can get the extreme. They're probably going to all be wide shots at this point, but I forgot one something there. Okay, so there you can see ISO 100 loading, and that's a lot sharper, isn't it, compared to what we've been looking at. And that was backstage as well, so these are just like test shots. That was like a bit of a light trail. He had a, let's have a look at another one. That's quite light, dark. There. These are all ISO 100 extreme wide. And the lightings with these kind of shows are normally a nightmare because they're different temperature bulbs they use and stuff, so it's a bit of a nightmare. Did I back the focus there? Oh, she looks a bit. But yeah, that was basically your view at a Canon 550d at high ISOs with example photos. Hoping you found that useful. I'll link you to a few more videos about this camera. And yes, thank you. See you on the next one.